Welcome back to a Building Blocks Breakthrough Journey. Now let's dive into the last part of the pre-work. Now, I've already explained that all of the nitty-gritty of putting together a project happens in building block 1 and also in building block number 2. But hey, this is a weight loss journey, and so I am eager to get started with my healthy eating and my workouts. And so here's what I did. Now, I'm already aware of what the physical activity guidelines are, and so I am making sure that I get that in at a minimum this week with my workouts. Now, if you're not familiar with what the guidelines are, and if you are not on YouTube, on my Healthy Choices Build a Better You YouTube channel, then I want you to hop over there, because you're going to go to the playlist and then go to Nuts and Bolts Video Notes Series, and you're going to look up the Aerobic Physical Activities Guidelines, episode number 5. Now, as far as my healthy eating is concerned, again, we don't dive into the details in regard to this until building block number 2. But you know what I can do now is that I can make sure that at each meal that I have the serving size portions that are right for me. And also, I can save a ton of calories simply by eating off of the 9-inch plate. Now, if you're not familiar with these behavior change activities, then what I want you to do, again, go back to my YouTube channel, go to the playlist, go to Nuts and Bolts Video Notes Series, and this time you're going to watch Serving Size Episode 1 and 9-inch Plate Episode number 3. Now, the final activity that I can do to keep me on track this week is that I can retrain myself how to sit down at the beginning of the week and write out my eating and workout plan. Now, the reason why this is so important is for 2 reasons. Number 1, when you put something in writing, especially when you see it in your handwriting, it makes it more accountable, and it just makes it so much more real for yourself. So the second reason why this is so important is that I am getting, and you will too when you do it, is that you're going to get an anchor and also a direction, which is going to help keep you on track with your project. Now, I have already created a meal and workout planner that I use and my private clients use. Now, it's very simple to put together a workout and meal planner. Now, there are a few things that I've added to it that make mine a little unique, but there's one particularly that I want to share with you, is that I add a circle next to each of the dates. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, why is that so special? Well, here, let me explain. Is that at the end of the day, I go back to my planner and I look to see, did I eat what I say I was going to eat that day? And if I had a workout scheduled, did I do it? Well, if I did, then I put a check mark in that circle. Now, I know it might sound so silly, but just by doing that little action of putting the check mark, knowing that I completed something, it's just so motivating. Now, also, I want you to think back when you were in elementary school. Do you remember when your teacher gave you back a paper and it had like a gold star on it, a sticker? I mean, do you remember how good you felt when that happened? Well, that is exactly what's happening here, is that I am rewarding myself for completing an action that I promised myself that I would do. Now, for me, I put a check mark, and if I go above and beyond, then I might put a smiley face. Maybe you'll put a check mark, maybe you'll put a star, maybe you'll go out and buy some stickers. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. The point is that I am rewarding myself and patting myself on the back for completing an action that I promised myself to do. So there you have it. That is the pre-work for a Building Blocks Breakthrough Journey. So that's it for now. This is Coach Becky. I'm going to sign off, and I won't see you until next time, but I am your go-to resource for healthy weight loss transformation. And I'll see you in the next video where I talk about building block number 1, initiating.